Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of Chronos Plays Persona 4 Gold, and today, well, we went back in time to December 5th where we chose the true culprit, and we're gonna choose the true culprit again. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions, he would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There is no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. However, will true friendship triumph through this ordeal? I actually don't know. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're not going to tell our friends that Adachi is the true culprit. From your relationship thus far with Adachi, you don't want to think of him as the culprit, but there is more than enough possibility, and you can't say for sure that he isn't. Also, Naoto, Yosuke, are you just going to stand there and look at Hiro when he's just there shaking his head to himself? You should probably ask him about that. Are you sure you don't want to tell your friends? Protect Adachi. You can't think of anyone else but Adachi who could have been the culprit, but you don't want to hand him over as the culprit. You decide to keep it within your heart without telling your friends.
It looks like our only option is to stay patient and continue our investigation. But regardless, the fact remains that Namatame has committed his crimes.
This is true, he did kidnap people.
And he has already been arrested.
So, no matter what we do, the case might be over now?
Though the truth will be forever lost in darkness.
I mean, yeah. Maybe.
For us, it's more like it's lost in the fog.
Oh, come on, Yosuke. That was cliche. And we pan out. Very somber. Understandably so. We just failed. Now, knowing what we know about what happens with the fog, I'm interested to see where this leads. I know in the original normal ending, things just play out kind of normal. You get on a train and you go home. But now that we know what happens with the fog, I'm interested to see what exactly happens to the town. Shortly after, you found a letter that Teddy left behind.
I'm going back to my own world. It's not easy to live there now, but it's my reality.
I don't even know why you would choose that for yourself, Teddy.
I'm really thankful for everything all of you did for me. Well, goodbye.
Ah, poor Teddy. Everyone avoided talking about the case and waited for the severe winter to end. And so, time passed. You didn't go skiing this time. And for some reason, Marie just disappeared, probably. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is pretty, poor Marie. Okay, so nothing happens? Like, no town being devoured by fog, this and everything like that? Alright, tomorrow's the day you go home. Dots? Was it really the right thing to not tell your friends about Adachi? You waited months to think that, Hiro? Dots? This is probably the last day you can see Adachi. Go see Adachi! You decided to see Adachi. I mean, this is the whole point we're doing this, right? Inaba Police Station Interrogation Room.
Sorry, were you waiting long?
I have no idea.
Man, things have been so busy. I've been putting in a crazy amount of overtime. Well, anyway, what's with the sudden visit? Can I help you with something?
I came to say goodbye. Oh, just go straight to the point. Did you do it?
Do what? Me? Kill Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi? What's this about? Are you serious?
I mean, maybe.
Oh, come on. Even if you're kidding, this is a pretty bad joke.
I never said my jokes were good, dog.
Did you forget? You're the ones who brought Namatame in. Oh, I get it. You're still playing detective. Okay, say I am the culprit. What did you come here to do? Convince me to turn myself in?
No?
So, what? Are you trying to blackmail me?
Ooh. We really don't have any evidence, right? So we can't really blackmail him. No.
Well, listen up. Unlike you, we police aren't made of time.
You have disproven that in
Clean
the
up
entire
your
series,
mess.
Adachi.
Besides, you don't have any proof that I did it. Well, are you gonna keep playing detective?
I heard this was kind of like an evil ending. I'll give my opinions on that afterwards, actually. Yeah, I'm on your side, I guess.
You're on my side? Are you trying to be the hero or something?
How would that make me a hero?
No, wait. You're saying you're on the killer's side. In front of a police officer.
Who's the killer?
Do you understand what that means?
Yeah.
I see. Wait here a sec.
Sure. A bunch of cops just about to come busting in and arrest my ass. That would be hilarious. No, that would actually be hilarious.
Do you remember this? It's the threatening letter that got sent to your house. I accidentally forgot to forward it over to forensics.
Okay.
I'm sure it was just a...
Actually, yeah,
prank,
actually,
maybe
now
it
that I
was
mentioned that,
connected
you
to the
did
murders.
mention that before. In front of Dojima.
Who knows? This might be the piece of evidence that could turn this whole case upside down. The real killer wouldn't want the police to have this. But you're with me, right? So if I'm the real killer, and you're with me, then that makes you my partner in crime. Isn't that right?
We gonna light a... What was it called? A doobie? Do they call that those anymore? I don't even... Do they ever call that, or is that just in my head?
If I send this to forensics...
Pretty
they
sure that
might
was in
pull some
Cheech and Chong
evidence
before.
off it. Maybe a clue to capturing the real killer.
I mean, I would highly doubt that, to be quite honest, at this point.
You, your friends, and Dojima-san have all been busting your asses for a whole year to solve this case. It's a damn shame that no one's caught the real killer yet. Well,
Adachi is staring at you. If you burn the letter, you will destroy the one piece of proof that exists. It would be a betrayal of everything that happened over the year. Will you burn the letter? Okay, now take out the knife and stab Adachi. Okay, no, we'll set it on fire. Conveniently, there is an ashtray there. A burning smell permeates the room.
you actually did it. Do you understand what you just did?
Committed arson?
You destroyed evidence. That's a crime, you know?
Hey, Dachi, are there cameras in here, man?
Now, this little incident is covered up forever. All because of you.
Well, I am the protagonist. I guess antagonist now.
And it's the police's duty to keep tabs on those who've committed crimes.
Why? What? You can hear his happy voice from your cell phone. Yeah, and from right in front of you.
If you get calls from this number, you better pick up.
Okay. Did we not have each other's numbers before or something?
There's no use changing your number. Don't underestimate the Japanese police. It's easy to track you down.
I'm pretty sure we had each other. Didn't you call me in Junes? Like when Nanako was in the hospital? You've obtained Adachi's number. I thought I had Adachi's number. Adachi is laughing. Your decision was monstrous. But there is no turning back now. You feel a strong bond between you and Adachi. Oh, do we max it out here too? Okay. Oh, but it's still the Jester. Okay. Is it the same persona as the Hunger? Yes. Okay. Social link has reached its maximum. You have mastered the Toru Adachi social link. I mean, it can be broken. You can break any bond that you wish. With one swing of a bat, hero.
You want to find the truth without being swayed by the voices of society. But the truth is a sinister thing. It seems like something absolute, yet it exists in everyone's hearts. For you, this was the truth.
I mean, no, not really. This is just an alternate timeline. We already kicked your ass another one.
Well, I'm going back, so be careful on your way home. The fog is getting thicker and thicker after all.
Okay, so it's still going on. Kind of would have thought something would have happened by now, right?
Goodbye, partner.
Yeah, see you later. There's no turning back now. The fog outside is thick. You have to go home early. And this is the ending?
Now, a follow-up report on the serial kidnapping and murder case that shook Inaba last year. Defendant Taro Namatame has confessed to committing the multiple kidnappings that previously seemed irrelevant. However, he continues to flatly deny his involvement in the first two murders.
To be fair, he's not lying.
With so much unknown regarding his motives and methods, many are hoping his trial will shed some light on these mysteries. Up next is our fog forecast for today.
Fog forecast.
Fog is still covering the town, but it should soften somewhat this week with the coming of spring.
Yeah, you would maybe.
Today and tomorrow we'll see fairly light amounts of fog as usual. Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
So it's just the town being covered, right? It's not the world?
It's almost time for your train. You ready to go? Too bad Nanako couldn't leave the hospital in time to say goodbye. A little more time and maybe she could have come outside. Feel free to come visit any time, okay? And say hi to your parents for me.
Sure.
There's no doubt he's the one who put Nanako through all this.
Oh, Namatame? Yes. Yes, he did.
The more I interrogate him, the more I start to question myself.
They are actually letting you interrogate him? Dog, that's a conflict of interest.
Did Namatame really murder 2 people?
Huh, you know what? I don't think so.
Well, we'll see what comes out in our investigation. In any case, there haven't been any more bizarre incidents lately. Here's hoping Inaba goes back to its usual quiet self and stays that way.
With all this fog.
Well, we should get going. Your friends are probably waiting at the station.
By this time, though, wouldn't the town be the people be turning the shadows? Or maybe that's just not something we're supposed to know that was gonna happen, right? Like maybe they assume people. Why would anyone actually willingly do this one? So this is just the ending again? Same ending we saw?
You really are leaving us.
Of course!
You know, it was overdue quick.
It's going to get boring without you around, Senpai.
Hey dog, you should stop dyeing your hair.
You will visit, won't you?
No.
We'll come immediately if anything happens on your end. Be sure to take good care of yourself.
Take care. Keep in touch, okay? I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, I'll see ya. He really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
A little difference here would have been nice. I don't know, like maybe... I don't know. Like a guilty look from Hero or something, or... He just... I don't know. It's still foggy. Alright, well... So they're all gonna die. Or turn the... Well, actually, I guess they wouldn't turn the shadows, right? And there's the credits. Alright, well... So, generally speaking, I've mentioned this before, but I like it when a game has, like, a good and evil path. It gives you multiple reasons to play through a game twice. It adds variety, adds moral choices. Playing, like, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, like, you go through it, you might be playing an evil path, but they might give you a choice where you're like, oh, you know what? Actually, even though I'm supposed to be evil right now, I don't feel comfortable doing that, so I'll actually choose the light side of one. Or vice versa. If you do like a light side path, you might get to a point where you're like, no, this dude needs to die because he's a horrendous monster and he can't be freed to go, and then you get dark side points. But anyways, I like it when games do that. I don't like it when a game is one path where you're a good guy, and then there's one or two or three options near the end of the game where it's like, do you wanna have an evil ending? Like this. You sided with Adachi for some reason. Whatever, well, because I chose the options to. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't even know why that would be an option. A friendship? You didn't max out a social link, so it's not like you guys had a bond that was unbreakable, as the game says, before you found this out. Maybe if this was an option after you maxed out a social link and there was like a couple special events or something like that, yeah, I could see that. Maybe like if there was maybe choices of siding with Adachi throughout the game, but just having it doesn't feel I don't know, right. I mean, it's not right. You just covered up murders and sided with them and became his accomplice, apparently, or partner, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, I did want to talk a little bit more about the game. I mean, yesterday I gave my opinions on the game. Going through it, I probably could have worded some stuff better. Like when I said like 5 was better mechanically, and, you know, graphically. Obviously, this game's newer, right? They built it off of this pretty much, so of course it's going to be a little bit better. I love the feature in 5 where you can just press like the right R1 button, and if you have that enemy's weakness, you just select it, because I'm lazy. But also that makes sense, right? If you know an enemy's weakness, why not just go to that weakness if you know, with just like quick select of a button or something. And I mentioned how, you know, shuffle time, I like the rewards of it, but I'm not sure if I really like the shuffle time. I think I like it better than negotiations, but I wish there was a guaranteed way to proc it. They would have to balance out the rewards, obviously, because if you can guarantee yourself getting a shuffle time all the time, which you can kind of with this, if you get lucky with getting like 2 mores or 1 more or etc. and getting like a sweep, you can keep the chain going. But eventually you're going to get to a selection where you can't choose them all and the chain will end, and then you have to start from, you know, ground, like the ground floor, whatever you want to call it. Did I mention? I don't even remember if I mentioned this, because it was a couple of days ago that I recorded the ending, the finale, which I didn't mean for the finale to be like 2-parter. If I had known that my recording was going to last like an hour and 50 minutes or something like that, I probably would have been like, let's find a little time at like the 50-minute mark and cut it there and just go from there. So I had to split it up and do a little bit of like post commentary, like, oh, that's it for this episode and welcome back to Chronos Plays. And then go, like, then just put it in where it made the most sense. Well, episode-wise, anyways. Did I mention how great the voice actors in this game were? And I've mentioned this before, Nanako's voice actress just blows my mind. Actually, just looking at her credits, I would never have guessed that she was Celi's murderess, Rosa from Final Fantasy IV, DS or 3D or whatever you want to call it. It's, yeah, like, I no clue. So she's a really good actress, and everyone else seems to be really good too. I know people seem to want or like Chie's original voice. Like, I actually haven't heard Chie's original voice actress. I should probably look it up and see. I'm imagining I'm probably going to prefer this one because that's the one that I'm used to and the one I've heard the most, which, generally speaking, that's usually how things go when like an actor changes or a voice actor gets changed. It's like, oh man, the original was way better. And maybe it is, or maybe just be something you're used to. I actually have no real input on it because I haven't heard her original voice actress. Apparently Namatami had a couple additional voices in this version that was done by a different voice actor. And I just didn't even notice. I just kind of thought he was not insane, so he sounded different. Or slightly different to me. Oh, I don't think I actually talked about what story I thought was better overall. And I actually sat on it a little bit thinking, did I prefer 5 stories to 4 stories? Which one I thought better? Both had parts in it that, like, they both tugged at a certain aspect that I really, that really gets my blood boiling. Like, you ever involve, like, a child being harmed or something like that? It's instantly gets me infuriated and, like, upset. There's a few others that I don't really talk about. One of them was in 5, like the very beginning, where it made me want to bring a metal bat to someone's head. In the game. Not in real life, that's illegal. This is new. But why'd you burn the letter then? Not just because I chose that option. Okay. When we get save clear data, I'll pass. Yeah, no, it's fine. I already got a cleared data. I don't really need to save it again. Is there anything else I want to talk about? This game was great. People have asked if I'm going to be playing Persona 3. I will. Not right now. There will be Persona 3 down the line. It'll almost certainly be like the just gonna go in the load screen so the intro just doesn't look at all these saves. All backup saves, and just say, like, I saved over like the not Valentine's but the New Year's one. I was actually gonna show the Valentine's one, but I don't think I'm emotionally ready to do that. I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I got like that tight feeling in my chest where I was like, I don't want to do that again. Like, I know I could skip the ones I already saw, but I would have to, like, watch Naoto's and just have to keep going through it to see everyone. I'm like, I'm good. People can look it up on YouTube. It's easy to find. So I'll just skip over that for now. I think I mentioned this before, but I think the social links in this game. Oh, I was talking about the story, wasn't I? Yeah. Both stories, they actually got an emotional reaction out of me at certain points. It was more at the end for Persona 4 and in between, like sprinkled in between 5. But yeah, they did a good job getting that. It's not often where a game actually gets me like good with like emotions. Like rage is one thing, but actually feeling sad or just actually like just mad, like emotionally mad, not just raging at a game for raging's sake, but like not really sure what to do, mad at what's happening in the game. But yeah, no, they both did good there. I can't really say which one I enjoyed more, because there's certain aspects of both games that I really enjoyed. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. It's alright not being able to choose which one you like more. There's plenty of games that are sequels to one another that I'm like, I'm not really sure if I like this one more than the other one, but I like them both, and that's kind of what's important. What else? Is there anything else that I actually want to talk about? I don't think there is. This is a great game. And it seems to be a good series as well, like, in general. I will be playing through, like I said earlier, but it's going to be a little bit. We're going to do some other games first before we get into that, because I'm pretty sure it's going to last another almost half a year. But we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do longer episodes for that, seeing how I know they're like 100-hour games. But yeah, that's going to be it for this this special episode, so to speak. Thank you for watching again. Click the like button if you like the episode or the series or just me in general. Subscribe if you haven't, or go view some of my other videos to see if you're interested in watching more of my content. And yeah, I will see you in the next series on Twitch, on Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Have a great day.